Nicotine pouches are growing in popularity for people looking for an alternative to smoking or vaping. But a new study finds they're also a growing source of nicotine poisoning in young children. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Kim Chapman-Whitfield.
And I'm Josh Rowe. The study looked at cases of children who accidentally ingested nicotine through products like vapes and gums and lozenges and found more than 76% of nicotine exposures happen among children younger than 2 years old.
And that study also says at least 98% of cases happen at the child's home. Fox Chattanooga's Sarah Hauer is here in studio to break down more of the study's findings and reactions from local residents. Sarah.
Kim, Josh, one mother I spoke with says she sees those numbers as a wake-up call.
Hey, Mommy.
Splashing, squealing, running through the fountains. That's what Katie Splain's kids love to do.
We've talked about smoking because we've seen family members smoke, but my husband and I do not smoke. I would say we're pretty ignorant to it, thankfully, because we have not exposed them to that yet.
At 2, 4, and 6 years old, Splain says her kids' worlds are wide open and full of wonder.
I'm living in that bliss of they're 2, 4, and 6. So yeah, that's something I'm going to face one day in the future.
But a new study by the American Academy of Pediatrics is raising red flags for parents like her, showing a rise in nicotine poisonings among children. According to the study, nearly 150,000 cases were reported from 2010 to 2023, most involving babies and toddlers under 6.
As a high school teacher, that does concern me. It makes me almost feel a little scared because what I see every day is like, is this what my kids are going to see one day?
Researchers say the biggest spike is tied to nicotine pouches, small flavored packets that dissolve in your mouth but can look like candy to a child. According to the same study, between 2020 and 2023, poisonings linked to those pouches jumped nearly 800%.
Nicotine is it's really toxic for kids, and most people just, like I say, just kind of don't realize that and have them sitting just out on the counter or in your purse where kids have access to it.
Pharmacist Phil Smith says even a tiny amount can cause major symptoms, and fast.
Nausea, vomiting, you'll see an increase in blood pressure. If it was really high, you could see seizures. So you really need to get on that pretty quick.
Tobacco Harm Reduction 101 President Lindsay Stroud says education and proper storage are key, not panic. In a statement, she said, quote, "I would caution parents and users to keep these products away from younger persons, but not push forward with the same prohibitionist policies we saw with vaping due to one study." For Splain, it's a reminder that little eyes are always watching.
If I've said like a bad word, I'll hear them say, "Oh gosh, I said shoot." And I'm like, oh, they realize that's a bad word. So yeah, kids do pick up on what you and your parents are doing. Parents are doing it, so it must be okay.
Smith says nicotine pouches should be treated like medicine, stored high, locked away, and kept out of sight. Kim.
Sarah, thank you. The CDC reports nicotine pouches have become the second most used nicotine product among young people.